What's up, Mac heads? What's up, YouTube? During one of my recent live streams, somebody asked me, had I ever got? So I'm going to give you a story about that. Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Welcome to another episode, KM Videos, True Stories.
I give a ball, you know what I'm saying? Cruising down the street in my city car. I hit front, back, side to side.
For my glow, my dog, the pimp, the hog.
Check it out.
Had this dope, sweatshirt and low soul.
That was it. I never stopped banging. I started banging hard, then I got so hard till it was a shame.
Welcome to another episode of KM Videos, True Stories. Today's story takes place in or around 2008. Now, during this time, I found myself down on my luck. So I had a couple partners that went in with me on All Hood Publications magazine, and I had a partner get us an office right there on Harcourt and Slauson, one block west of Buddha Market. So we working on the magazine and stuff, and I'm basically small time hustling, but I was in debt with one of my good homies. One of my good homies had fronted me something, so I was down about $800 with him during this period. A few years prior, maybe 04, 05, my father introduced me to his cousin. Never heard of this cousin, never met this cousin before. He was up out of Pasadena. So my father introduces him to me as his cousin. He co-signs for him, tell me it's his real cousin, it's blood, so this dude is family. Tells me how cool this guy is. Actually kind of throws a lug at him, basically saying he was a buster. But he was a cool guy. Older than me, much older than me. And this dude was getting down. I don't know if I mentioned it, but he was out of Pasadena. Man, he was getting down. He's buying 9 to 18 ounces, according to my father, regularly. Pops is not on top of his game no more. Pops is so far removed from the height of his career that he's not even a middleman no more. He don't even have a hookup no more. So he turns me on to his cousin. And his cousin comes to see me, but not very often. I guess he was breaking it down or he dealt with high-class people to where they just get grams, half a grams of powder. So it took him a long time to get rid of that stuff. But the reason why he dealt with Pops, because he was into the quality of the work, and of course the trust factor with Pops. So now he's coming to see me. And I'm keeping the quality, I'm serving in quality. And I'm overcharging him, of course. I'm charging more because he's coming from Pasadena. And I understand that he wants to be safe. So he gets an extra charge. I'm charging him a few hundred more, about $250 for every 9 zones. Well, I'm down on my luck at the time, and I need to get out of debt with the homie, plus a few dollars in my pocket. We talking 2008 now, and my cousin calls me. My cousin want 18. Never had no issues with him. You know, he'd come to the house, or I meet him somewhere, you know, and never had no issues. The money's always there. He didn't complain about the prices or the quality. Good paying customer. Didn't seem like a cousin to me, but, you know, he was a good customer. So he calls me and he needs this 18. So I'm like, cool. I'm about to hit him over the head. 500 extra. I'm about to get $500 out the deal. And legitimate business. I genuinely owe the homie. Genuinely want to get this sale for the homie. So I middleman it and I call the homie. Need 18. No problem. I got that. Bust me off 18. I don't touch it. I don't fandangle it. I don't do anything. I take the 18 the way he gave it to me, and I meet my cousin at Buddha Market. Why he didn't come to the office, I don't know. Why he didn't come by himself, I don't know. But he had somebody with him. And he asked me to meet him around the corner. So we meet around the corner. I actually walk. I walk over there with the work. And he's sitting there in the car with his buddy, but he's in the passenger seat. And he slides me this stack of money. I look at it. All right, cool. I don't look through it. I just look at it, put it in a bag. He takes to work. He says he's going to call me again soon. I'm like, all right, cool. But he never calls me again soon. But I'm like, all right, cool. I take the money in the bag, walk down the alley, go back to the office, meet up with my homeboy. I slide in the money. He's kicking it there with me. So I'm working on a magazine. I'm doing me. And, you know, different homies coming through, different people coming through for our next magazine and stuff like that. So we kind of got to keep it quiet. We don't want to let people know what we're doing, especially since this is going down at the office this particular day. So as time goes by, man, I'm a guess about 17 minutes, something like that. The homie throws me the money, and I'm thinking, ooh, shit, what'll come up? The homie blessing me. Homie gonna let me keep it. The homie has this empty look on his face, but I'm thinking he's gonna say, pay me back or something. He go, man, this shit's fake. And he says it with a straight face. He's not mad. He damn sure ain't happy. Just an empty look on his face. And I said, fake? Man, I had instant sweat pouring out my head. Like, fuck. Like, this nigga done put me in my cousin done put me in a cold twist. I already owe the homie. The homie know I'm leaking. And now I'm thinking the homie is gonna think I try to play him. Which I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? I know he knows fake money from real money. I failed to look through the money. So he hands me that big old stack of money. I mean, he throws me that big old stack of money. And there's fake 20s up in there. A bunch of fake 20s. He didn't even mix it up like some real, some fake. He gave me all fake money. But he wore it out pretty cool, like it had been in pockets and stuff, you know. So it really looked real at first glance, but, you know, counterfeit money has that dry look to it. And because we made the transaction in the dark, I really couldn't tell. And it was in a bag, so I wasn't really looking at it, and I just handed it off to the homie. So the homie is just, I'm like, fake. My heart done dropped, man. Because I know the homie don't want to wait to get this money back. I couldn't even pay him for an ounce. Homie's gonna chip me. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, he gonna feel like I got him. And I need to come out with that money quick. So I'm hurting, man. I'm hurting. I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling embarrassed. And I want the homie to know I wasn't trying to get over on him. It just wasn't no get over type of deal. And I wasn't going to disrespect the homie like that on purpose. So I know my cousin ain't coming back. This nigga's in Pasadena. I don't know where he live at, and I barely seen him anyway. I call him. He answered the phone. That was a good start. I'm like, hey, what's up, cuz? I'm like, come back. He like, why? What's up? I'm on the freeway already. I'm like, cuz, turn around and come back. He like, I see what I could do. I'm like, no, you got to come back. And he's like, all right, it's going to take me a minute. What's going on? And I really didn't want to tell him what was going on because then he really won't come back. I said, this money ain't no good. He said, all right, I'll be back. Call you when I get to the same spot. So I'm like, all right. I grabbed the burner. Like, cousin got to go or this fool with cousin got to go. Like, this wasn't right. But I really don't even think they going to show up. So I walk down the alley. when they called, and they was there, and they gave me all the work. They gave me all the work back. So I didn't get to make no money. I didn't get to make no change. Gave them all the work back. So I'm like, cool, man. You know, I don't get to make the extra change, but I ain't got to worry about the homie thinking no foul way about me. And so I was almost in a twist, man. And they actually had me. They could have went on about their happy business. And I never told my father about it. You know what I'm saying? He made the debt clear. You know, he made the transaction clean. So what could I say? But that was the end of our relationship. Dude never called me no more. I never called him. And to this day, man, 18, 16, 17 years later, I've never heard from this dude again. I don't know if he's still living. I don't know if he's still hustling. I don't know what's going on with him. But, man, I'm glad he came back. I'm glad he came back. So I sort of kind of assumed that his partner put him up to it. Like I said, my father insinuated he was a buster. And he damn sure had me. But, so that's the closest time that I really came to getting got for anything significant. I would have been in a cold twist. With that said, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a nice day. Be sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I tell all sorts of stories here. I'm out of here. Salute.
This is Los Angeles.